it didn't take long for the lefties to take to their various social media platforms to mourn the fact that they were just millimetres away, well, a millimetre away from seeing the end of Donald Trump. Here's comedian Kristen Toomey announcing to her over 80,000 followers that it was such a shame.
Skimmed his ear, you know, it's like it was right there. And I think we're going to look back on that and go.
Not to be outdone, this random blondie sitting in her car was having a meltdown and wanted the world to know that she couldn't believe that the sniper had missed it by this much.
I just found out about this shit. It just happened. I haven't even had a second to process. You're telling me somebody finally had the balls to bring a pew-pew and he missed? We were a second away! We were a centimeter away from half of the problem being gone and you missed! There was a white man attached to that trigger. I know it! We were a centimeter away!
Oh, throwing black men under the bus there, lady. I mean, this is unhinged, right? If anyone's feeling this way, you'd think surely they'd just take a long, hard look at themselves and say, wait, if I am genuinely championing on, cheering on the cold-blooded murder of a man who's not just a president, former president, maybe president again, God willing, and I think after recent events we can all say God probably is rather willing, then maybe I'm the animal. If I'm cheering on the death of this husband, this father, this guy who, no matter what you believe about him, is still a living, breathing human being. But of course, the media has told these guys for years on end now, Trump is literally Hitler. Trump is the greatest threat to our democracy. If Trump gets back into the White House, it is the end of the world as we know it. So it was no surprise to hear former White House press secretary Jen Psaki, is that how you say her name? Use her platform to tell everybody that, well, I think we're all under threat now. We're all in the same boat, really.
For anyone out there who has a platform, who thinks the moment right now is to be political and attack the other party, you are feeding into the danger. You are making it more likely there's retaliation. I'm incredibly scared. I'm scared for journalists. I'm scared for people who have public platforms of all parties, and that's how people should feel.
It's the journalist who has been spreading this hysteria, this Trump derangement syndrome for years now. And they genuinely, I have not heard one person own their own rhetoric and say, perhaps we had a part to play. We've had the President of the United States, Biden, get up and say, oh, we need to take things down a notch. We need to calm things down. Again, no responsibility taken for the fact that he himself, the very top, has been championing this kind of rhetoric, this kind of end of the world narrative, and young people have taken that on board.
When Biden said we need to tone down the rhetoric, he was looking at a television camera. He should have been looking at a mirror because he was the one that needed to hear that message. And the hypocrisy of the left is just incredible. That white woman who was going mental about the fact that the shooter missed. And remember, they always accuse Trump, one of Trump's major sins, that he's such a racist. But did you notice she finishes off her rant by saying, I bet he missed because he was a white guy. Those stupid white men.